When I was in ninth grade in 1988, our school uniform consisted of camel-colored shalwar, kameez, and white shoes. The headmaster was very strict about the uniform, so all students wore it, except for a few who were too poor to afford one. One morning, during assembly, a 10th grade student, Bekhu Mal, was standing in line without a uniform. As soon as the headmaster noticed him, he became furious, grabbed him by the collar, and pulled him out of the line. Seeing the headmaster's anger, Bekhu Mal started shouting desperately, "Sir, please listen to me, listen to me. My father, Bekhu Mal, is a poor man. How can he afford to buy me a uniform and shoes? Please don't punish me. If you do, I won't come to school from tomorrow." Hearing this, the headmaster, Ustad Gulam Haidar Kochar, let him go. Then stepping onto the stage, he addressed all the students. After the assembly, Bekhu Mal will visit each class. Whatever pocket money you have today, give it to him so he can buy a uniform. Like always, I had been given 8 annas as pocket money. I decided that I wouldn't buy a samosa that day and would give the money to Bekhu Mal instead. As we settled into our classroom, our teacher, Ustad Faqir Muhammad Hayat, Hisbani, entered. A little while later, Bekhu Mal also came in. After taking permission, he held a few 1 rupee notes and some coins, which he had collected from his class. However, Ustad Faqir Muhammad was furious. He strictly forbade us from giving him any money, and turned to Bekhu Mal with a stern voice. "Aren't you ashamed of begging? Will you spend your whole life hiding behind poverty and begging for help? Go back to your class and return every single penny you have taken. I will buy you a uniform myself." Bekhu Mal, following the teacher's orders, returned to his class and gave back all the money. Then the teacher asked him, "What kind of work can you do in the evening?" Bekhu Mal replied, "My father is a cobbler. I know how to polish and repair shoes, but I don't have the necessary supplies to start working." "How much money do you need?" the teacher inquired. "Around 150 rupees, he answered. "That will be enough to buy a wooden box, some brushes, polish, and other essentials." Without hesitation, the teacher reached into his pocket, counted 150 rupees, and handed them over. "This is a loan," he said. "You will repay me 7 rupees every week." Then he asked for my notebook, tore out 3 blank pages, and wrote something on them. Handing the letters to Bekhu Mal, he instructed, "Take this first letter to Rashid Punjabi. He will give you fabric for your uniform. You will repay him 1 rupee daily. The second letter is for Kalik Mangi. He will give you a new pair of shoes, and you will repay him at the same rate. The third letter is for Yusuf, the tailor. He will stitch your uniform. You must pay him back 1 rupee daily as well. That means you need to earn at least 4 rupees daily to clear your debts. After that, you will grow through your hard work. If you get used to begging once, you will spend your entire life begging." Bekhu Mal promised and left. Later, the teacher advised all of us to get our shoes polished and repaired only by Bekhu Mal. Time flew by and 12 years passed in the blink of an eye. In 1999, our high school in Karangi was hosting a farewell party for the 10th grade students. Along with the teachers, some esteemed guests from the city had been invited. For the speech, the chief guest was none other than Bekhu Mal, now the respected general, manager of a major flour mill in the city. Dressed in a fine cotton suit, with Ray-Ban sunglasses resting on his forehead, he took the stage and, with tears in his eyes, narrated the story of his school days from. Now, overcome with emotion, he stepped down, touched the feet of his teacher, Ustad Faqir Muhammad Hayat Hisbani, and said, "This great teacher saved me from a lifetime of begging and taught me the true value of hard work." Then, addressing the audience, he added, "Today, in the name of charity, we are producing generations of beggars. To fix this, we need teachers like Ustad, Faqir Hayat Hisbani, a true mentor, and a visionary leader."